So good morning to all of you once again, and today we'll be taking up the remaining portion of what we had taken in the last 2 days, right? We had been discussing on subject-verb agreement. The basic rules, right? The subject which agrees, the verb which agrees with the subject in number and in person, the singular subject takes singular verb and plural subject take plural verb. Then the words which are joined by and, which becomes plural, right? With few exceptions. You remember all this? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
You remember all this? No problem here. Then we said what are the exceptions when two singular subjects are practically synonymous. They both represent a single idea, single person. That is not plural. That is treated as singular. And when two singular nouns joined by and, they refer to the same person or same thing, it is singular. So the pronoun my or your or his and the article the is used to refer to the both the persons. It is used just before the first subject, not after the second subject, right? Then we discussed about some words which ended in s. Okay, they are used as singular, and some words which are used as singular as well as plural. Okay, and then we discussed the phrases such as together with, as well as, and along with, which are not the part of the subject. So the verb agrees with the subject, the only subject, whether it is singular or plural, it doesn't matter. Okay, then we discussed about neither nor, either or. Okay, and then neither and either alone. Okay, neither and either are singular and they need singular verbs, right? We did up to here. We had finished up to here. Do you have any problem regarding the rules that we have discussed? Any problem anywhere, beta? Any one of you? Response?
No,
yes or no?
No, ma'am.
No. No problem up to here. So let us proceed. Okay. We always construct these sentences using there and here. Okay. There are two boys. Now there are. When we say there are two boys, here the subject is not placed in the beginning of the sentence. Okay. It is not at the beginning, but it is at the end of the sentence or after the verb. The subject is after the verb. So we don't say that there or here is the subject. There and here is not the subject. It is the subjects which follow the verb. They are ones with whom the verb will agree, right? We did also this also, I think, right? We did this also, right? We had done this also, verbs with distances, periods of time, and sums of money. And you had submitted the homework, right? And I have returned it. I've returned the homeworks, and some of them are not correct, right? When you use the distance or period of time or sum of money, you don't combine two so that it becomes plural. No, right? You have to use it as plural. Okay. Okay. You can't use two subjects joined with and make it plural. Suppose I say 3 miles is too far to walk. This is singular, but plural you have to use 3 miles only. 3 miles are remaining to reach the destination. Okay, that is making the words plural. It is not 3 miles and 2 miles make 5 miles. No. Okay, got it? Did you understand this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, don't join.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't join two subjects to make it plural. No. You use only one subject and use it as plural. Okay? 5 years are needed to complete the dissertation. Right? 5 years becomes plural. Clear? That is why I told
Yes,
you you're
ma'am.
getting the idea at that time. So make the sentences so you will understand. Clear? Okay, we'll proceed from here. See, the indefinite pronouns like anyone, everyone, someone, no one, nobody, they are always singular and therefore require singular verb. Why? Because the anyone, that means not even this one, not even this one, not this one, not this one, this. Everyone, this also, this also, this also, this also, and this also. Right? Someone means among them one, someone. And no one means not even this one, and nobody is same. They are always singular, and that is why they require singular verbs. Everyone has done his or her homework. Everyone have done, no, that is wrong. Okay, everyone is a singular, so with singular word, singular verb will be used. So with everyone, somebody, everyone, anyone, no one, nobody, all these are the indefinite pronouns with which singular verbs will be used. Okay, somebody has left her purse. And some indefinite pronouns such as all and some are singular or plural depending on what they are referring to. Okay, so you have to be very, very careful. What is the noun that is mentioned there? What is the subject that is mentioned there? If it is countable, it is singular, plural. And if it is uncountable, it is singular. If you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Some of the beats are missing. Beats you can count 1 beat, 2 beat, 3 beats, right? But water you can't count. Okay. So if you are using some and all with countable noun, it can be plural. But if you are using it with uncountable noun, it is singular. Okay. Okay. Some of the tea is still in the jug. Tea is uncountable. But if I say some of the biscuits are still in the box, I can count the biscuits, but I can't count the tea. That is why when you use some and all with countable, it becomes plural, and if uncountable, it is singular. Clear? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can
Yes,
you give
ma'am.
me some examples? Can you give me some examples? Yes, any one of you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, give me one example.
Some of the rice is scattered on the floor.
Okay, good. Next. Next, anyone else?
Yes, ma'am.
Go
Ma'am,
ahead.
in singular, Ma'am,
Mhm.
all well.
I can't hear, beta. Once again.
Ma'am, in singular, all
Huh.
is well.
All is well. Okay. Okay. All is well. Three idiots. Right. All is
Ma'am,
well. Okay.
in plural, all the students are required to attend the meeting.
Very good. Very good. Okay. Very good examples. Who is it? I can't see the name.
Ma'am, Arushi.
Arushi. Very good, Arushi. Okay. So any problem? Clear? With everybody? Nobody, somebody, anyone? Right? Now, the problematic word comes here. The indefinite pronoun, which is none. This is a bit problematic. Okay? Because it can be used either singular or plural. Whenever we have used, we think that it is always used as singular, right? Or sometimes we think that it is only plural. No, it can be used either as a singular or a plural. Okay, because most of the times what happens that when we use none, we think that switch off your mic. Anyone? Your mic is on. Switch off your mic. Okay. Uh, when we think that none means not any, and we choose a plural verb, right? But uh, when we refer not one of them, right? Not even one of them, then we have to use singular verb. Okay? When we think that it is meaning not any, not even this one, not even this one. And but even when we think that it is not one, that is singular. None of the food is fresh, right? And there is another way where we can find how to use none, as we had seen in all and some. None of the uncountable noun plus singular verb, and none of the plural countable noun is a plural verb. Okay, so uncountable, as in the example that we have seen in all and some. None also refers to the same category. Okay, but none is very confusing, right? It is sometimes very confusing, right? So this is one of the way where you can remember how to use none, because you must have heard by many of the people that none is always plural, right? None is not always plural, because we use it with countable nouns. That is why we use it as plural. Okay, and none is also always used with plural countable nouns. It is never used with singular countable noun. Okay, because when we are referring to none, that means out of so many things, none, not even this one, not even this one, none of the students. That means not even this student, not even that student, not even that student. Okay, so none of the students have finished the paper yet. Okay, none of the books have been read by me. None of the books means there are 10 books which are kept and I have not read even a single book, right? So none here refers only with plural countable nouns, then it uses a plural verb. And if it is uncountable, we are very sure that if a singular verb has to be used, right? If it is uncountable noun. Okay, clear? Because most of the time you will find the error finding in these types of problems, these types of sentences. You will have to find the error. It must have been given, and none of the counterfeit money were found, right? You have to see that it is uncountable, so it should be singular. And here it is plural countable noun, so it has to be plural verb. Clear? No. See, no is also another a bit problematic word. Okay. No can take either a singular or a plural verb depending on the noun which follows it. Okay. Right? No plus singular noun plus singular verb. No example is relevant to this question. This is extra. Okay, this has been added. And no plus plural noun plus plural verb. If the subject that is used is singular, okay, if it is singular, you'll use singular verb. If it is plural, you'll use plural verb. No boy was present there, right? No boy was present there. It is singular, so singular verb will be used. No boys were present there. If it is plural, we take plural verb. Right? Clear? So you have to keep in mind, everybody was and everyone, it is okay. All, some, none, and no, they are confusing. So instead of getting confused, remember the rules. Okay? Now everyone and everybody are always singular, and each is often followed by a prepositional verb. Everyone and everybody we have seen, it is always singular. And each here refers to what? It always has a prepositional phrase ending in a plural verb. Yes. Okay. Each is always singular. Okay. Each is always singular, but it is always followed, or it is often followed by a plural word, right? The subject. The subject is plural. So we think that the subject, which is plural, will agree with the verb. No, subject will not agree. What will agree? Each. Okay, so each of the students is responsible for doing his or her work. Each of the books is great, right? Each is most of the time followed by plural subject, but the verb will always be singular. Clear? Any problem?
Yes, ma'am.
Any problem? Up to here? Because these are these confusing words which may create problem for you. Okay, so what you have to do is, in the homework, you have to make sentences with each of the words that I have told you. Okay, that is everyone, right from here. Anyone, everyone, someone, no one, nobody, all, some, none, singular and plural, none, both, right? Then no, then each. Okay, each of the words that I've told you, you have to make sentence with it. Okay, so that you become perfect. Now let us go to some other words. Words that indicate portion. Okay, portion means a part, a fraction. Okay, a fraction. They are guided by the noun after it. A lot of pie, a lot of pies. If it is singular, you use singular. If it is plural, you use plural. Right? A third of the city is unemployed. A third of the people are unemployed. When you refer to a fraction, it is not that it governs the noun verb, the noun used after it. Okay, the noun used after a lot of, a majority of, some, all, it will tell you what actually it is. When A lot of, a great deal of, plenty of, most of, and some of refer to a number. A plural verb is used. A number here means countable noun. Okay, number here refers to countable noun. When it is countable noun, it is plural. Okay, only some of the students were present in the class. Plenty of dresses were there to choose from. Most of the students have completed their work. Okay, and this we have already discussed, right? Some we have already discussed. So 3 I have given the examples here. Okay, a lot of is also mentioned here. Okay, a lot is mentioned here. Great deal of, plenty of, most of. Okay, a number of, the number of. See, we have also done, if you have done the determiners, there is a word few. Few, a few, the few. Right? There is a difference between these things. Same way, a number of and the number of. Right? A number of, when used with plural noun, it uses plural verb. And the number of, plural noun, singular verb. Okay? This is the difference. A number of means many. Okay? And the number of is lesser quantity. Okay? A number of students are going on holidays this summer. Let us make another sentence with this. A number of trees are grown in the forest. Right? The number of trees is reducing in the forest. Clear? Are you getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Any problem here?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Did you understand?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
This one, when not only but also is used. Combine two subjects, the verb agrees with the subject close to it. Right? We have seen a few examples using the subjects joined by or. Right? Where the verb agrees with the subject close to it. Not only but also is also such kind of phrase where the verb agrees with the word which is closer to it. Not only Shivam but also his brothers were playing. Right? And if we say not only Shivam but also his brother was playing. Okay? So whatever is closer to the verb will determine whether the verb will be singular or plural. Not only Saloni, but also her mother was angry. Now if I say not only mother, but also Saloni was angry, that is also correct. Not only Saloni, but her friends were angry. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Any problem
Yes,
here?
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Then collective noun. Collective noun is very easy to understand if you think of them as a group or if you think as a particular units, right? Different units. Okay. When collective noun is used as a subject, you have to find out that whether it is referring to a single person, every single person in the group, or is it referring to the collection of those people there. Okay, suppose I say family. Now family can mean anything, right? Family means all of my family has arrived. That means all the members of my family has arrived. And all of my family have arrived. That means each member of my family, I am indicating them separately. Okay, I am giving them a separate identity, and that is why I am using plural for them. Most of the jury is here or here. That means it can be used as a singular and it can also be used as plural. If I say jury is here, that means collectively I am saying that each and every member of the jury is present there. And if I say are here, means each member of the jury is present there. Okay, the jury are divided over the opinion. That means the individual members, some are in the favor and some are in the opposition. They are divided. So when we are referring to them as a particular individual separately, they are used as plural. But if we refer to them as a single unit, it is singular. The audience is very responsive. Okay, the audience is very responsive. This is, we are referring to the audience as a single unit. Okay, right. Now, with collective noun, we come to the end of the subject verb agreement here. If you have any problem, you can ask, and then we can have the exercises. I'll be sending you the exercises, not now, but I'll be sending it with the PPT. Okay. Yes, any problem here? Should we go back? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, now we'll resolve the problems that you have. Do you have any problem? Anyone? Anywhere? Right from the beginning, because we have concluded today. Okay. And as we have concluded, I will be giving you the exercises. Okay, the sentences.